Hi everybody and welcome to the, oh gosh, is it the 39th or the 40th? One of those, I forgot to check, episodes of Caught in the Wool podcast. I am your host, SamBee, and this is my co-host, Peach. And we're here at Bumblebee Acres Farm. For those of you guys who are new, Bumblebee Acres Farm is a fiber farm. We raise sheep, Cormo and Shetland sheep, and oh, you want to go lay down? And Pygora goats, and also Angora bunnies. And I am a little distracted right now because for those of you who are returning, welcome back. I have some special guests with me. It was a crazy day yesterday. There was a blizzard and we decided to drive a total of about like 3 to 4 hours to get something really special and kind of spontaneous but exciting. So I want to introduce to you guys first we have, this is Ralphie. He is a golden doodle, and he is a bit of a chewer, and he is super, super cute. And yeah, and I haven't gotten to spend much time with you yet because this is Baby Bee's new puppy dog. You guys know that Baby Bee, well, some of you do. Baby Bee has Raynaud syndrome, which makes it very hard for her to deal with the cold. So we got her a big, cuddly, floppy dog to keep her warm in the winter. Yeah, you're a good boy. Look at his giant ears. And we also kind of fell in love with...
How old is he?
Oh, how old is he?
He's 9.
He's 9 weeks. He's giant. As you guys can see, compared to Peach, he's a little bit bigger, and he's 9 weeks.
Show one of his paws, because like the paw pads are cute.
And that's Queen Bee in the background, because I have a bunch of assistants right now. Look at his little feet.
They're all like speckled.
They're so cute, and he's so floppy. And are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh no, he liked my glasses. Oh, I think he is very cuddly. Maybe I just keep him the whole episode.
Oh yeah.
But this is, so this is little Ralphie. We decided on that name, right? Like it's official. Yeah, you're a good little boy. And so we got these guys from Wisconsin. And these guys, I'm saying, because I have another friend to show you guys.
Alright. Puppy switch off.
Okay. This is Hildegard, or Hildy, and she is a sheepadoodle. So she is a half Old English sheepdog and half poodle. And she is even bigger than Ralphie, and she's about 10.
She's 10 weeks.
10 weeks old. And she is massive. She is a very good girl. Aren't you a good girl? She helped Queen Bee with her chores this morning, and Hildy is Queen Bee's. Yeah, Hildy? Yeah, did you know it already? What a good girl. She is Queen Bee's 50th birthday present because it's going to be Queen Bee's 50th birthday on March 12th. But yeah, so it's a little crazy. We used to raise Shetland sheepdogs and actually Havanese. 2 of the 3 Havanese we have were actually raised on our farm by us. Peach was actually one of our puppies. And so we kind of know what we got ourselves into, but I feel like it was definitely a little bit of pandemic insanity. I've mentioned before that like we have been pretty much quarantined for the past, big yawn, for the past like 10 months now. We only get out of the house a little bit. We went out one time masked, Queen Bee and I to go to a local yarn shop. We were the only people visiting, and we bought 4 sweaters quantities of yarn. And then the second time we went out, we went to go help. We actually met these guys because we went to help SenBee's boyfriend pick out his very first puppy. And he picked out Charlotte, which is Ralphie's sister. And we fell in love with these 2 guys, and we couldn't stop thinking about them for like 3 days straight. So we just went and bought 2 puppies. So pandemics are not good for your sanity or possibly life choices, but I think you're a great life choice. I've also never had a dog this big before, so we will see how little Hilda, the giant sheepadoodle, is gonna fit in at Bumblebee Acres Farm. You're a good little sheepdog. You're gonna have fun. Okay, so now that Peach and I are back and our guests are, oh my goodness, I have puppy kisses on my glasses. Hold on. Okay, so Peach and I are back. Butch, are we back? Yeah? Yeah? She does not like her new friends. Actually, none of our dogs are really big fans of them yet. But they'll get used to them. We actually, for those of you who might be worried, like I said, we raised dogs for, about 20 years. We raised Shetland sheepdogs and Havanese, SenBee and I, and Baby Bee for like maybe, and Bro Bee for like 1 year. They did 4-H, but SenBee and I did 4-H and dog training pretty much the whole time you can be in 4-H. So I don't know what that is. It's like 8 years or 9 years or something. So we did like competitive dog training every year and obedience training. So we definitely, we know how to train puppies. We are going to be, we know we got our hands full. We know it was kind of crazy. We actually, we did research golden doodles a lot. I am ashamed to say we did not research sheepadoodles a ton. We did a little bit in the past 3 days, but like in the past, when we have gotten into a dog breed, we've spent like 6 months thinking about what breed to get. SenBee kind of went through that with her boyfriend and trying to pick out like a good dog breed for him. And so they chose a golden doodle, which are known to be great puppies and dogs and pets. Come here, come on the pillow. Yeah, I know you're sniffing all around. I know you're sniffing all around. Come here. Show you guys. Peach on her pillow. That's where she'll be the rest of the video. But oops, sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. Today is a goofy video. I know you're sniffing everywhere. If you guys hear sniffing noises in the background, that's just that. Also, if you hear like banging or possibly running water, that is because SenBee and Queen Bee are dyeing Pride and Prejudice yarns today. They've been doing, we're on a schedule of dyeing Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, for those of you who are interested in that. And I know that this is a little off topic from puppies. I'll get back to puppies in a second. But yeah, so that's what they're doing today because it's Wednesday. But yeah, so the only real problem right now is our current dogs are not big fans of them. Luckily, we don't have big dogs. Our biggest dog is Jinx, and she's pretty much okay with the puppies. She's a border collie, and she actually loves puppies. Right now, she just doesn't like sharing her toys with them. So if they are playing with one of her toys, she is very adamant about getting back. But not like violent. She just like comes over and just takes it from Ralphie. We've not even had them 24 hours yet. It is crazy, but let me tell you, okay, on the ride back, it was a blizzard. The car skid twice. We didn't really look at the weather before we left. It was just kind of like, we wanted them. Somebody was coming to look at Ralphie, actually like today. So the next day, and Dutchie, stop rolling on floor. I wish I had like just a camera to show you guys the goofy stuff Peach does while I'm filming. She's just on her back wiggling back and forth. But anyway, it was an adventure. The people we got them from were a little like, are you crazy getting two? But yeah, we had to hurry up and get them. What am I saying? We had to hurry up and get them because somebody was coming to look at Ralphie today and they could have taken him home. So we, like this morning, so we had to hurry up and go snag him before somebody came and got him because Heliana Baby Bee fell in love with him. And he is just like, you guys saw it. He is so cute and floppy and just adorable. We've never really had many medium, big size dogs. Jinx is the biggest. Well, actually, we did have a livestock guardian named Griffin, and he was wonderful, but he didn't live past 2. He had some kind of illness that the doctors couldn't diagnose, which was sad, but we're not gonna go with that. But he was a very big dog, and he was a sweetheart. But other than him and Jinx, we haven't had any large dogs. Jinx isn't even a large dog. She's a medium dog. She's a border collie. So I believe that Ralphie's not going to get to be huge, but little Hildy might be a giant. And so far they're really good for puppies, and the breeds that they are mixed with. Like Charlotte, Ralphie's sister, has been chewing non-stop and she has to pee like constantly. Luckily, Ralphie has been very good. We've only had between them 1 accident, knock on wood, in the house, and hopefully no more. Hopefully Ralphie's parents, SenBee and Baby Bee, because even though he is Baby Bee's puppy, they wanted me to tell you, because they were here when I was filming with the puppies. You guys heard them talking in the background. SenBee would like you all to know that she is co-parents to Ralphie, and she will be taking him on Thanksgiving, and Baby Bee gets Christmases. That's what they want me to know, because she said she didn't get a puppy too. Oh, so that is the craziness on the farm right now. We got hay in. I know it's nothing as exciting as puppies. After you talk about puppies, nothing really measures up. Can you come here and stop jumping up and down? Come here, little puppy. I like Peach because she's like a permanent puppy. Yeah, you are, and you're very needy, just like a puppy. Peach is kind of afraid of big dogs, so we're gonna see. She loves Jinx, so we'll see. I think you'll adjust because Hildy is a very calm, nice girl. Yeah. Yeah, you're calm. She's calm. She's nice. She's gonna be nice. She's a little bit jealous. But yeah, nothing really like is as exciting as puppies, but I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about today. And I don't want it to be like a super, super long video. So we're gonna try to get through it all. We got hay. I know last time I said that we got hay in, I thought that it was going to last us a couple months. Apparently it only lasted us like 1 month, which is fine. We got a lot of sheep in the spring and summer, new sheep in. We had 6 new sheep we got, so that's you know, that makes you go through hay a little bit quicker. And also Queen Bee actually told me when she saw because I said this in Vlogmas, we had gotten like a big load of hay the same size, and I was like, oh, maybe this will last us till spring. I'm not a very good judge in our new barn of seeing like the hay and knowing how much that is. In our old barn, at our old farm, I could be like, oh, this is like gonna last us a month, that's gonna last us whatever. But the size of the barn is different. So this is only like another month's worth. But that's as much as our hay guy can deliver at one time, and he lives like an hour away. He lives back at where our old farm was. So we really like him, and his hay is really good. He has a really nice family that we you know, we just like to support them, and where we live now, the hay quality in general isn't that great, so we just pay him extra to deliver it, and it is what it is. But yeah, and they're very nice. They deliver it and unload it, and like, you can't beat that. Like, if you guys have ever unloaded hay or thrown hay bales, it's a lot of upper body strength, and we are all pretty short except for Broby, so yeah, usually we help them, but since the pandemic has happened, we don't go out near them. Like I said, like, pretty much quarantined. So I literally have a smidge of coffee left, and we are out of coffee, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I need more coffee. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about not a lot of whips. I didn't bring a ton of whips. I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to talk to you guys about the Christmas gifts that we had gotten, because we had gotten and given a bunch of yarny type Christmas gifts. So I brought along some of those because I wanted to show you guys. And we have a big shop update happening this Friday, and I want to show you guys all about that, and that's going to be a lot to talk about. As you can see, I have a lot of yarn back here to show you. So like, let's get into the whips that I do have. So actually, let me finish my coffee first. I was going to put it on a coaster, but there isn't one, so I'm gonna finish this, and then we will get to the whips. Okay, so I am back, and I have one whip to show you, and one like FO that's actually been knit and finished since the last episode. So I'm gonna show you the FO first. I have these adorable socks that are not on sock blockers, because I have a bunch of other socks on sock blockers that I will show you in a minute. But these were out of the Patton's Croy blue striped rag color, I believe it was called. But I've shown them before as whips. Queen Bee just finished these. Oh my goodness. They are so adorable. I don't know what it is about this color combo, but like, when I saw it in the ball, I said, oh, you can get that one, because they had a sale, because they like discontinued a bunch of Patton's Croy like sock yarns, and or at least they stopped carrying them at wherever we were. So I told Queen Bee, you can get this color. Like, I wasn't like crazy about it in the ball. Regret. Like, one of my top 3 life regrets right here. Look at how cute they are. Oh my goodness. But then at the same time, I like never actually finish my socks. So I guess it's good that Queen Bee got them, because otherwise they wouldn't be done. But how cute are they? I am absolutely in love. Okay, so I also have this super cute. She hasn't started the second one. You guys might have seen this on our Instagram stories, but this is the Crunkled sock pattern by KF Jones. And it's like this bubbly, cute, adorable texture. And this colorway is our Fizzing Whizbees colorway. And it is being released this Friday. So I will show you guys that in the full skein in a little bit. But how freaking cute is this? I'll hold it up close so you guys can see. Isn't that pattern adorable? So I don't even know how she found it. And this adorable little notion is one of Baby Bee's nifty notions that will also be in Friday's update. So Baby Bee is going to have a ton of notions in this Friday's update. And I didn't bring any of them here to show you. I'm gonna have to go and grab them. But if I remember, I'll go grab them right now. Yeah? Are you the star of the show? Okay. I'm back. So, I can show you guys those in a minute, but it's so cute! Digi, what are you doing? But anyways, that is something SenBee is working on. Everybody is working on whips. I did mention in on the Instagram. Let me tell you, those puppies. I needed another cup of coffee. I am like so overwhelmed with puppy like madness. But what am I even trying to say right now? I don't even know. I just want to go play with puppies. Can you blame me? Peach blames me. She blames me for everything. But SenBee saw that sock yarn and she said immediately she needed to take one. So that is one that won't be in the update. But yes. So I'm going to now show you guys some... Oh, what was I talking about? Oh no, I remember now. I was talking about everybody's whips. I'm not showing you guys too many of them today because I have so many other things to show you. And I don't have any of my own whips to show. I mentioned on Instagram how I have been having some like joint inflammation issues. It's something that just like comes and goes with me. I seem to get like flares and sometimes it's just like worse than other times, but whenever it happens, like my joints are just like really fragile. They get hurt more easily too. So like last night I was doing chores and I bent my finger and it felt like I like sprained it. Just bent it normal. Like it's just like, it's madness. So I mean, I've been crocheting a little bit because I feel like I don't do so much like of this kind of thing. I'm just kind of like crocheting, but when I like use my thumbs too much too, it hurts. So I haven't been working on too much, but hopefully by next episode I'll have like some more stuff done and I'll be able to show you guys what everybody else has been working on. Though if it's socks, I'm sure somebody will finish another pair of socks by next episode. They just knit those socks so quickly. But anyways, so let's talk about Christmas gifts. So this Christmas, I mentioned that we bought 4 sweaters quantities the last time we went to a yarn shop. We haven't cast those on yet, so I'm going to wait until we all sit down and cast on. But we decided, Queen Bee and I, that for everybody's Christmas gift of us girl bees, we were going to get everybody a sweaters quantity of Rauma yarn from a local yarn shop, the Wall of Yarn, and also known as the Yarn Guys at certain events they go to. Sometimes we go to some events with them, but they're very nice and they are in one of the closer towns to us. And so we've been to their yarn shop a couple of times and gotten some Zauber balls and such. And we saw their Rauma yarn collection because they have like a huge variety of different weights and like all the colors. And we had been dying to get a sweaters quantity to make a colorwork sweater. So Queen Bee and I decided to surprise everybody with a sweaters quantity and we picked the colors for everyone. And the guys at the yarn shop were super nice. They said that if anybody decided they didn't like a certain color combo, they could come in and exchange it. And I was like, that's so sweet. Like, that's kind of like customer service that like I really appreciate. Especially when you're like doing gifts and such. So luckily everybody liked their colors though, so we don't have to go back because we don't, like I said, we don't leave the house ever. Like that was the one time we went and like, I mean, other than having to go to a certain doctor's appointments, which are necessary, grocery store pickups, so we don't even go inside. We really don't go in stores or anything. Sometimes we get drive-through food when we're going on an errand and we don't have any other choice. We don't like live anywhere where we can go out to get food anyway. So, and even then we don't really, like, we get takeout maybe once every 6 weeks so far. Like, it has not been often. I mean, I guess there have been a couple months where we've gotten it maybe twice a month, but like, it's just like, we have to be super careful because I have type 1 diabetes and Queen Bee has asthma. So anyway, we got sweaters quantities of yarn, and I can't wait to show you guys those being cast on. So I've been with like working around my finger hand pain and like trying to get some whips that I've had sitting around done. Like I have a Comfort Fade cardi that just needs the sleeves and to pick up and do the, oh my gosh, I always blank, like the button band and collar and all of that. I always like don't ever know what to call that when it's on a cardigan, the thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I have a Gryffindor Pride sweater that I started like last February in 2020 and that's designed by Meg from Bad Wolf Girls Sits and Knits. And so I have that body completely done. I just have to do the sleeves. So that's the one thing I have been working on. I haven't even tried my Comfort Fade cardi yet, but it's pretty easy to just do sleeves and it's not on super tiny needles. So I've been doing that. And I also want to get some designs done, but I don't want to design too much because a lot of the designs I'm doing require a little bit more like lace and stuff. So it's kind of like a bummer. But speaking of designs, this is a perfect segue. So I don't have a new design coming out, but I did want to tell you guys that it's coming up on the 1-year anniversary of my Bubble Hearts hat and cowl release. So I have these patterns as 50% off from now until February 16th. So you can get the Bubble Hearts cowl, and these are both done here in our Sasquatch Aran weight yarn, but you can do them in a worsted as well. But you can see it is a cute like color stripe textured stitch that makes little bubbly hearts, and they alternate. So what you can do is I have picked 3 colors. You want to pick 2 colors that are the same tone and then like the same depth of color, and then one that contrasts with both of them. So the pink and the green are pretty close in like deepness of color, and then the white really pops out. Same with the pink, kind of pops out against both the white and the green. So but like I recommend you can either do it in 2 colors or like 3 and have 2 be contrasting with one of the other colors. But the hat was the one that gave me the most problems. Okay, so for those of you who are new, I designed this stitch. So there is a bubble stitch, which is absolutely adorable. And in the decrease up at the top of this hat, it kind of goes down to the bubble stitch because you can't keep making hearts because of stitch count and all of that. But I designed the Bubble Hearts stitch. So the pattern has a pictorial that shows you how to make the stitch and all of that fun stuff. The hat has a cute folded brim, and it's like probably the design I am most proud of to this day, because it's just like, it was so difficult to get the ratio just right, like the stitch count, how many to do in each heart, how many rows to do to make them like the perfect little chubby heart shape. But I'm very happy about it. So you can use the code on Ravelry, and I'm going to link it all below. The code is BUBBLELOVE, all one word and all caps, and you can get both patterns for 50% off. You don't need to buy both of them. You can just buy one, but yep, they are 50% off. And I'm excited about it because I haven't really been there. These colors that I did weren't really Christmassy. So I'm glad that I get a chance to bring them out now because they're a little bit more springtime. I should really do like a more fall winter color scheme set so I can actually wear this design then. But anyway, the stitch itself was a problem developing, but the most problematic was getting the shape of this hat down perfectly. So like, I'm gonna put it back on because I want to show you guys. I wanted the hat to be a little floppy. I didn't want it to be too stiff, but it had to be stiff enough to show your stitch definition. It was just like a whole thing. It took me like 3 years to design this. I had it in my head for literally 3 years. I had ripped it a ton of times. This yarn went through the actual wringer because I had to rip it out so many times. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I hope some of you decide to try the pattern. And so I believe that both of them are $6 patterns, so they're both $3 right now. And you enjoy the bubble heart stitch. So now onto gifts. That's a little like shameless self promo. So Queen Bee had knit every one of her children a pair of socks for Christmas. How sweet is that? So I'm going to go and grab the socks. Whew. And Queen Bee sweetly put these all on sock blockers for me. But Peach is right next to me, so I can't put them behind me. So I'm gonna have to put them next to me. So she had knit, and I want to say that I had shown most of these things. Okay, thank you for jumping down so I have a place to sit. Spoiled little child. I want to say that I showed her whip of these, and everybody's worn these socks since Christmas, just so you know. So some of them look a little worn, especially Brobies, but that's just a fair warning. So these are an opal yarn color. They are a DK weight. I don't know offhand what color they are, but if you look up opal yarns and you look at their like DK weight selection, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. It's super cute. She had done for this pattern sock Witchery second breakfast socks, but she had just done it in the DK weight count of our Sock-a-day sock yarn. So she just cast it on that number of stitches and followed sock Witchery's pattern. But ooh, it looked like a flash went off. It was a UPS truck and the window cap caught the light and flashed me. But yeah, so these are super cute, and these were for SenBee. And then she knit a pair of cozy hiker socks, and ooh, these are a bit worn as well, for Baby Bee. And this color, she had taken our, I want to say I showed these actually as a whip, but she had taken our Where Are You Christmas color on Coquette sock, and she held 2 strands together to make a pair of cozy hiker socks. And then she did alternating heel, cuff, and toe. Aren't these cute? For Brobee, gosh, where are, oh, here they are. And I have definitely shown these before, but she had used our Coquette sock held singly and just done a vanilla sock with contrasting heel and toe in our Scarlet Fever colorway. But this is Ramsay Bolton. And look at how cool that is. From our Game of Thrones collection that is currently in the Bumblebee Acres vault. It's like Disney. It's like working at Disney. We have so many colors. We literally have 3 completely full 3-inch ring binders full of colorways. We have to buy a 4th binder because that is how full currently we are of colorways. 3 of those. Okay, that's how many colorways the Bumblebees have right now. So for those of you wanting Game of Thrones yarn, it is currently in the vault. I am sure when they release the new series that they're going to do, the spin-off series, we will go back and probably do like a nostalgia like release of some colors. But yeah, these are cute. I'm glad he's been wearing them so much because sometimes Broby like doesn't like to wear too many socks. He just slides on his wool slippers and doesn't really wear socks around the house, but these seem well loved already. And they're holding up pretty well. I believe that Queen Bee knit these on a 2.25? 2.5? I don't know this. I'm not gonna lie. I only knit socks on 0s and 3s. US 0s and US 3s. So I don't know really. Like I know that there's like a 1.5, maybe a 2.5. Maybe this was a 2.5, I think, needle. I don't know off the top of my head. And I don't know if she made a Ravelry project page, but this is our Coquette sock yarn, and I am pretty happy with how well it's holding up considering it was knit so like loosely. But I always knit on a 0 because it makes it a sturdier fabric and then it lasts a little bit better. And then I'm going to show you the ones that I got. So I had shown in the last day of our Vlogmas 2020 the full skeins that we had given in our advent calendars. So one of them for the Harry Potter one was God Bless You Merry Hippogriffs. And it is like this really beautiful berry purple gray and like foresty green. I don't know if this is picking it up, but she knit me a pair of Cozy Hiker socks. A Cozy Hiker sock pattern is by our very own SenBee. And she's going to be doing a sale coming up on that pattern, so keep an eye out for that. You can always get on our newsletter, which is linked in the description below, for special sale updates, but also follow us on Instagram and Facebook and you'll get that info as well. But these are super cute. They have a shorter cuff than what I typically knit for socks, but because these are such a chunky sock, it's like fine. Like I don't feel like they need to be too long because I'm a shorter person, so I'm only 5 feet tall, so like my calves are pretty short and I don't feel the need to have like really baggy socks always like around the like you can wear them like chunky and baggy and it's super cute, but like sometimes it's nice to just have thick socks that don't have to bag down, because when I wear my higher boots I don't have to worry about that or anything. So I love them. I absolutely love them. And this is our Coquette sock held double. I don't know if I said that. And then SenBee was like, oh, Queen Bee is knitting everybody's socks, and then Queen Bee won't have any socks. So she took our Kiki colorway from our Kiki's delivery service inspired yarn when we did our Miyazaki Studio Ghibli update last spring. That's super cute. And this is on our Squishy DK base. So this is a great like go-to yarn base if you're doing cozy hikers, which is what these are with the shorter cuff, just like mine. Or also if you're doing like sock-a-day socks, which is also one of our patterns. They knit up super fast. So SenBee knit these in like, whew, I don't know. It was like less than a week, and she was only working on them at night, like in her room by herself. So they knit up super fast. They're super cute. And I'm jealous because Kiki is like one of my, I don't know if she's my favorite Studio Ghibli like heroine. I kind of love them all in their own ways. They're all very different and unique, and I feel like Miyazaki did such a good job of like creating and portraying like these different heroines and making them all so unique and spunky, and I don't know, they have such depth. But she's definitely like in my top 3 probably, if I had to choose 3. My top 3 would probably be Sophie, Kiki, and I don't know, probably Satsuki, just because I love Totoro. Like, I can't live without Totoro. Like, those are the first 3 that always come to my mind, so they must be my favorites, but yeah. So, those were the hand-knit Christmas gifts. Queen Bee also got a hand-knit shawl, but I don't have that with me. I had shown you guys it before. It was the 2-color gathering shawl, or like the extra large gathering shawl, but it was the one Baby Bee was knitting. It was like blue and held with alpaca, but I don't know where it is. So, but that is it for hand knit gifts. But then, okay, so we had all been enjoying our advent calendar so much, and like it was so nice having that during the pandemic, like something to look forward to every day. And I knew that like once Christmas was over, all of the bees were going to feel really down and like kind of bummed out. So I put together 12 days of Christmas calendars for the bees and my best friend Hannah. I didn't make one for myself, but basically what I did was I made this Christmas tree out of boxes. Okay, so I went on the computer and I designed all of these cute little stickers. I didn't like draw these at all, but I picked out like the number style. I found these cute little like little decor. I put a different one on each day, and I was going to actually put, so I put like mama, you can see, is on every one of these boxes. So originally I was going to put everybody's name on their boxes and then scatter them on our Christmas tree, but the boxes ended up being too big for that. So I taped them together in their own Christmas trees, and I put them like out in front, and it was like a big surprise, and I was very happy with how it turned out. But like this was actually, even though it took a lot of work, like if you wanted to put something like this together for your knitting friends, it is not that expensive. So these cardboard boxes, I got them on Amazon, and I think I got like a pack of 50 of them or something. So I had enough to do 4 sets of 12, and then I had like 2 extra boxes. I just used clear packing tape to like put them together. I taped them like this, and then like across the back, and then across the, I'm very anal about having things like not fall apart. So I was very careful with that. Maybe I went overboard on the tape, but the boxes were really easy. They just folded together. You didn't have to tape each individual box, and then they open like this. And so what I did was I had purchased, because Queen Bee and I had seen back when, and I don't think they're doing it anymore, Opal Yarns used to do an advent calendar with little mini yarns. Okay, and Queen Bee has all of hers in this, but they're all then like gradient self-striping type little 10-gram minis, like mini balls of yarn. They're super, super cute. So I ordered these. online. I found somebody who carried them. I didn't know anybody carried these anymore. So I ordered enough to make 4 advent calendar sets. I actually had enough to, on the 12th day of Christmas, I put in 3 minis instead of 1 because I had enough to do that. And so everybody got then, what is that, 14 little balls of yarn, and I figured they could make like scrappy striped socks. I've seen these worked up in like granny squares to make super cute blankets, and I was like, that's super adorable. So I did that, and then I also wrote everybody like a little note. They all have like personal things, but I put like little cute stickers and just wrote like really a sweet little note for every day, just because I wanted everybody to have something, like just something cute and special, and to remind them how much like they meant to me. And like I put cute little memories on some of them I put like things that I hope to do in 2021 and stuff like that. So anyways, I just figured like it was like this craft idea that came to me. I had seen somebody put together their own advent calendar, like 12 days of Christmas calendar, like for their kids on Pinterest or whatever, and they had used those boxes. And then I saw somewhere somebody make the tree, and I was like, that's brilliant. So I decided to do that, and it's like, it really wasn't very expensive. The most expensive part was definitely the yarn, but if you have a ton of scraps yourself, just like wind up your little scraps and share them. Or you have a bunch of stashed yarn that you aren't like, you found that maybe you've outgrown or you're not as attached to, you can just split it up into little mini balls, weigh them with a little kitchen scale, and make them all 10 grams and put them in the boxes, and then you can give your knitting bestie one of those. But anyways, dropped my insulin pump. Anyways, I just thought that I would share that with you guys. But that is, I think it for Christmassy stuff that I wanted to talk about. But yeah, also I have to make sure I don't drop any of these little yarns, because those puppies will definitely eat them. I don't know why we got those puppies. They're so cute, but like we had such a peaceful life. I mean, it was crazy because we live on a farm and we have our own business and we literally don't take days off, but like, you know, it was like we don't have any small children, but now we have 2 small children and they're getting yelled at all the time. Don't chew on that. Don't eat that plant. Don't eat the rug. I'm so glad they're not technically mine, because I can like cuddle them and act like they're mine, but I can also be like, no mom, that was your 50th birthday present. Or like to Haliana, no, you wanted him and Sarah agreed to take care of him with you, so you have to clean up this mess. I feel like a little evil about that, but I told Queen Bee I would help her train Hilda, though I think that SenBee always kind of takes over that sort of thing. Also, today is Inauguration Day. When this goes up, it'll be the day after, but like, can we just say, God bless America? Anyway, now, on to yarn update, shop update, Friday's update. Again, puppies. As soon as I think about the puppies, it's like every coherent thought in my brain just leaves, and I'm just like, I just picture Hildy's big squashy head. Okay, like on the ride home, okay, she threw up twice, Ralphie threw up once, which is understandable. Puppies do that. Sometimes puppies get car sick more often than adults. Sometimes they grow out of it, sometimes they get car sick for the rest of their lives. Hopefully both of them grow out of it, because it would be fun to be able to take them on like little mini like day trips and stuff and take them on adventures. Like the smaller dogs, like you can't really take them on hikes. That's kind of like one of the reasons why we wanted bigger dogs, because then we can take them out with us. We don't have to worry. Like it's always a fear when you have a little tiny dog that if, like, God forbid, anybody who has another dog isn't watching their dog fully, doesn't have them on the leash or, you know, can't hold back their dog, that they're gonna come and just take out your little dog. So, I mean, it would still be awful if they did that and you have a larger dog, but at least the larger dog, like, instead of being instantly killed, like, it wouldn't be instantly killed, hopefully. I don't know. It's just something that we always stress about. It's ever since, like I mentioned, we were in 4-H classes, and, like, you would always have one dog that, like, just couldn't be trained, or, like, a giant dog with a very small child trying to train him or her, and just pulling that child around, and that child couldn't control it. And you're just like, witness things and don't want that to happen to your dog. So also, little dogs just don't have the stamina to go on, like, hikes. So it's, like, nice to be able to bring a dog that I wouldn't have to carry in a backpack, because Peach would be like, oh yeah, I'll do this for like 10 minutes and then, like, you better carry me the rest of the way. Peach is a princess. That's fine. I like her that way. We're very similar in that way. But anyway, on to shop update stuff, and hopefully I'll stop getting distracted by puppies, but I don't know if I can. You guys saw them. You guys saw them, how cute they are. Okay. So, do we want to, let's talk about Baby's notions first. So Baby B's notions, she has a lot of them coming to the shop. She has, I'm not going to show you all of them because they're kind of scattered in this bag right now. She has, I think, 2 of those sets of the little hearts, like candy frosted heart that I showed you that was on SenBee's project. Then she has some of these cute little cupcakes, little rainbowy cupcakes. And these all come in sets. She has little unicorn, and we all got to keep a set. So SenBee chose that little heart, which I thought was super cute. I chose to keep one of these, which is a little unicorn, like, ice cream cone. How cute is it? And they're all glittered. They're, like, perfect for Valentine's Day. Just, like, a very sweet, cute update. And I think Queen Bee, I think she kept one of these. It is a rainbow unicorn slice of cake. So, yeah. And I believe all these sets are $8. She also has a bunch of, and she has a couple other designs as well that I'm not showing. She has a bunch of these adorable little macaroons. Okay, and these are the goofiest little thing. Okay, they're a little macaroon with a little face on it. So this is a little chocolate macaroon. Look at his little smiling face. I wanted to keep one of these super bad, but the unicorn reminded me of Peach. So I wanted the one that reminded me of Peach. And look at this one. It's going, ah, like, so cute. So I also wanted, like, a goofy faced one like this. But she has, I think, 2 of each macaroon style. And then she has, like, unicorn donuts. I'll show you a unicorn donut. And they're just cute. They're pretty inexpensive because you get 3, I believe she just put 3 on all of these. 3 stitch markers that complement and 1 progress keeper. And yeah, she was very excited when she found those little pendants, because what we do is currently we have hopes to maybe design our own, like, buttons, beads, pendants and stuff, but right now we don't really have the time to. I actually had a friend who she was, like, obsessed with Sculpey polymer clay when we were kids, like little kids, and she always had it out in her house, and she would always make these cool things, and I would, like, dally with it too, and it was a lot of fun. So, like, I know how to make polymer clay creations. Currently, it's just not where my passion lies, but I know that Baby Bee wants to try some of it and maybe make some of her own. But right now, what she does is she like scours the internet to find really cute little like beads and stuff and just like curates them to make cute little sets. So right now it makes it like a cute little addition that you can grab to match the yarn and project that you want to do. But yeah, so I wish I had more coffee. I'm starting to get a little parched, but we're gonna push through because I just have yarn left to show you guys. So we have a Valentine's update and we have a Bridgerton update. Okay, first of all, can I just talk about Bridgerton for like a hot minute? Okay, we started Bridgerton on Christmas Day, like that night, because that's when the series dropped on Netflix, and we were obsessed. We watched like 2 or 3 episodes and then we finished it. Like, I want to say we finished it the day after Christmas. It was either that day or the day after we finished it. Oh my goodness. Obsessed. So, of course we had to do colors. And now that we're done with Bridgerton and we just devoured it so quickly, Queen Bee and I were like, what can we watch? And we tried like a couple of things on Netflix and we just weren't feeling it. And I said to her, you know, maybe we should just try Poldark, because I remember, okay, so somebody emailed me, I don't remember who it was. Somebody emailed us, actually the business, and said you need to do Poldark colorways. And I know that Queen Bee and SenBee had tried to pick up Poldark, but they were just like in the middle of the series and they didn't like start from the beginning and they just couldn't get into it. But we went on, we have Amazon like Prime, so we went on Prime TV and they have Poldark on there for the US. I guess they don't have it for Canada, which sucks, but for the US they have it, thankfully. And we started watching it and oh my goodness. Okay, that might be like season 1 of Poldark right now is literally everything to me. If you haven't seen it, you have to see. I know we love Outlander here. We are an Outlander fan house. I like Poldark more by like a lot. Like right now, I am obsessed with Poldark. I don't know what the other seasons are going to bring, but season 1 is just on its own. Like, just everything to me. Okay? And then, like, it's better than Bridgerton. It's just, it's so good. Like, so are you guys interested in Poldark colors? Because Queen Bee and I right now, and even Baby Bee, we're like, you know, this might just be 2021, just might be the year of like historical romance yarns. We might just be doing a bunch of Jane Austen, Bridgerton, Poldark, Outlander. Like, that might just be 2021. We're just feeling it right now. So, yeah, speaking of currently, if you watched the last episode of Caught in the Wool or not, I don't know if you have, but we do have Pride and Prejudice yarns in the shop right now, and those are dyed to order. If on any quantity, any base that we carry, and they're only going to be available until February 5th. So February 5th is, let me look at my calendar real quick because time is flying. So that's in about 2 weeks. I think a little over 2 weeks. So that's when they will be leaving the shop and a new update will be happening then on February 5th. So if you are interested in those, you just keep in mind that that is like, you only have like 2 more weeks to pick out what you want. But we do have ready to ship in this update. So I'm going to show you guys the, do you want to see the ready to ship first or do you want to see the dyed to order first? Let's do the dyed to order. Okay. I mean, we're just talking about Bridgerton, so I might as well show Bridgerton. So, not everything fit in my little basket, but here we are. So, we came up with, Queen Bee and SenBee came up with 8 beautiful 8 beautiful Bridgerton colors. So of course they wanted to do more, but we knew that people were going to want to choose what yarn base they were going to get these in. So we decided to make them dye to order, and since we already have 9 Pride and Prejudice and all of our tonals in the shop is dyed to order, we didn't want to overwhelm ourselves. So we have a bunch of complementing colors. So we have these 3 complement each other beautifully. We have Her Royal Highness. So we love the Queen. The Queen is just this independent, sassy, like regal, just regal, perfect queen. Absolutely adore her. So we have this like cool silver, a little bit of pink speckling, this peachy, and then this very like just regal soft purple for her. And this is a variegated. We also have the Bridgertons. And the Bridgertons is a lavender. The whole skein is lavender. And it has these pops of like fuchsia speckles, a little bit of like a bluey periwinkle speckling on it. And it's kind of just this wash of speckles across it. So this would be beautiful in like a very Lady Bridgerton-esque sweater. In butter sock, like, or bubble sock, anything with silk in it. I mean, I could be down for that. I'm in love with this one. Like this one, I don't know if it's my favorite in the collection, but it might be my favorite in the collection. And it complements Her Royal Highness beautifully. So if you wanted to do 2-color gathering shawl or a Return to Lallybroch shawl, these would pair up beautifully. And then we have Daphne. So Daphne has a little bit of that wisteria purple. So like this is like a lilac, but like also a wisteria. So you know, if you watched Bridgerton, you'll know that the Bridgerton's house in London is just covered in wisteria, which is beautiful. These would also pair perfectly in like a 2-color shawl. Also, if you wanted to do the Turasmara shawl in this, just saying it would be beautiful. But Daphne is basically ecru white, and she has a little bit of that blue that she's always wearing. This isn't exactly a speckled yarn. It's what I call a splashy speckle, so it just has splashes of color across it. I'm kind of been calling them watercolor like speckles because it's just like a watercolory look. It has her colorway has a little bit of green in it. Just a little bit for that wisteria. Not a ton, like it's literally 1 little splash I think on each skein. Or like 2, see it's there as well. But it's just a little bit. So she has that Bridgerton purple and then that like Daphne blue because she's always wearing that blue. She looks great in it, but she's always wearing it. Then we have Penelope Featherington, just because we love her. So this is definitely like inspired by literally so many of her outfits look like this. She has the like yellowy oranges that her mother dresses her in, like the floral scapes. It's just like, this is a beautiful variegated. Like I'm so excited about this one. It's just beautiful. And it kind of reminds me of our French Liaisons colorway from our Outlander collection, which is one of my favorite colors we've ever had. But this one's a little bit more vibrant and has this golden orange in it. And it's just like, it looks like a beautiful peachy rose garden, doesn't it? Oh, it's gorgeous. So we have that. Also, I'm showing all of these yarns on Coquette Stock, just in case you're wondering. For different yarn bases do take the colors differently. I just have so many colors to show today that I don't want to bring multiple bases because it's gonna be too much for me. So we have also Lady Whistledown. So Lady Whistledown is a like creamy, I wouldn't say it's buttery, it's just like a creamy parchment color. And little specks of ink. And then of course pink because Lady Whistledown. So this is kind of inspired by the Lady Whistledown pamphlets that you might receive in the mail. And this is like a speckle with that splashy speckling, watercolor speckling on it. So this would also make a beautiful sweater, I'm just saying. And then we have the three dramatic colors, okay, like, these would make a lovely fade, just saying. We have Lady Danbury. So I don't know how well this is showing up. I'm gonna get real close real quick, guys. Yeah, okay. So this is a tonal yarn, but it isn't a solid yarn. It has this purple, but it also has this overlay of red that gives it like this warm depth. And so it's like a layering of color almost. It is super, super pretty. Making sure it's focused. You guys noticed I wore my glasses today so I can actually see what's going on. Whatever. I don't like wearing the glasses because of the glare, but like, otherwise I can't see, so. This is so beautiful. Also, I am rewatching Bridgerton with my boyfriend right now, who loves it. Shockingly, he loves it. I didn't think he would love it, but he loves it. And she's like his favorite character. And we were watching it, and I'm noticing she really does wear this. She wears a lot of times this really rich, deep wine red almost. Like plummy wine red. And like, I don't know a lot about fabrics that aren't wool, but she has like, I think it's like almost like taffeta, and it kind of has like this iridescent shimmer. So it gets this like Queen Bee and SenBee really captured this. It has this like layering of color. Like in some spots it looks more purple and others it looks more red, or it looks more like almost black. It's like, it's really cool. So it's very, very cool how they caught this on this skein, I feel like. Then this one was going to be this was originally going to be our Duke of Hastings colorway. But it's very, very similar to a colorway that we had already dyed up and planned on releasing called Chocolate Wine and Roses. Simon wears a lot of these colors though, like he really does. So Chocolate Wine and Roses has a brown in it. This one does not. It's just kind of that Lady Danbury kind of layering of color, but more of a variegated, those rich reds and mauvey purples, wine purples. So we were going to just release this as like, you know, not really like just like one of a kind color, and we had come up with a better, I think it's an even better Duke of Hastings color. Like it's actually like one of the outfits he wears like perfectly. I'm gonna probably put a comparison photo up soon because it's like just absolutely perfect. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, but like what about Simon Wine and Roses? Because like, yes, right? It's just such a beautiful color, and it really does just capture him. So the Duke of Hastings gets two colorways. I mean, it's just like, who cares? it's perfect. Like, it's just perfect for him in so many ways. But also, when he starts wearing like lighter colors for Daphne. So this is our official Duke of Hastings. And I had somebody email me actually recently, and they were asking if they wanted to combine 2 colors for a shawl, like 2 high contrasting colors, but they wanted to do like it's Simon Duke of Hastings themed. What would they choose? And so I told them, like, if you wanted to use one of these and then like a contrasting tonal, I would pick our Shroom colorway, which is kind of this taupey gray that's in this skein. And you could do contrasting heels and toes for like this, or, you know, kind of bring, maybe like fade it a little bit. But if you wanted a high contrast, you pair that Shroom color with this Simon Wine and Roses, and you would get almost like the same effect as this skein, but you would have still some of those plums in it. Just like a thought. But I mean, I'm thinking, like, imagine like a really nice like raglan out of this. Like, how like regal would that look? I just feel like it would just be it would just be so lovely. I'm very excited about this one. It just is so cool. I'm excited about all of them. So that is the Bridgerton collection. It will be in the shop as dyed to order. All of those colors, they will have the 2 to 6 week turnaround that we currently have in the shop listed for tonals and Pride and Prejudice. I don't know how long we're going to have them in the shop yet. That'll be posted by the time the update goes live. It'll be in each listing how long they're going to be available. But right now it'll probably be around a month. That's what we're doing for Pride and Prejudice, so it'll probably be around a month. But yeah, so just so you know, it will be a 2 to 6 week turnaround depending on order volume, but Simon Wine and Roses, like, how funny is that? It's perfect. It's like, it's just perfect for him. I don't know. So I'm very excited about all of those. I'm gonna put some of them away so I'm not like drowning in yarn over here. And I am going to grab for you the Valentine's Day yarns I have. So I showed you Chocolate Wine and Roses. All of these yarns that I'm showing you now are all ready to ship. So when they go in the update, they will be limited quantity. Whatever is listed is all we have, and then once they sell out, they are sold out. So we are bringing back 3 colors that we had back in 2019. We have Chocolate Wine and Roses. So these haven't seen the light of day since 2019. We have Let Me Call You Sweetheart, which is another one of those beautiful splashy, lovely watercolor type colors, and these pair together beautifully for like a Valentine's 2-color gathering shawl, or a like Valentine's-y, like any 2-color shawl. It would be just beautiful. I love them. And we have Rainbow Drops. So Rainbow Drops is a all over rainbow speckle, and it is adorable. So super, super excited about all of these. Like, how can you not fall in love with this? It is absolute cuteness. And I never got one of these. I'm just saying, like, I've never kept back one of these for myself, and I might just have to this time around. And then we have a super, super, super limited quantity of these 3. So we have, actually I'm gonna have to double check the name on one of these. Give me one moment. I had them, but Queen Bee just came up with them, and just threw them in the pot. So they're almost like one of a kind. We have the recipe written down, but there's such a small batch of them that they're almost like one of a kinds. So we have, okay, this was the one I wasn't sure about. We have Frost Fairies. And it has this beautiful lavender, this like winter crystal blue, a little bit of speckling down here, a little bit of gray. It's just beautiful. Then we have Flurries. I'm like blanking again. And Flurries has a little bit of this ever so slight peachy tint. It's almost unnoticeable unless you're looking at it right against the ecru. It's just a little bit of a peachy pink tint. And then this complementing blue. And a little bit of gray and blue speckling down here. And then we have Snow Queen. So all three of these fade perfectly. And again, these are just going to be super limited. I don't know. I know that we have it in Squishy Sock, Coquette Sock that I'm showing you, and I believe Squishy DK, but I don't know offhand what other bases we have them in. But these will be super limited. So once they're gone, they're gone. And then we have, I mean, they might bring those wintry ones back next year, but there won't be a restock of them, and there's literally just a handful of each. I just want to let you guys know. And if you are interested in getting like first dibs on yarns, patrons on Patreon is linked below in our description. I have all of our social media links and whatever down there. Patreon, for those of you who aren't familiar, it is like a subscription service where you get digital content from us bees. We will also be adding a tier, because there are different tiers depending on how much you pay is what benefits you get and what kind of like content you get. So everybody, for just $3 a month, you get to shop an hour early for our shop updates. So any ready to ship yarns you get first dibs on. For like a little bit extra, we do a monthly recipe. We do a weekly blog or vlog, or like special video. Most of them are exclusive to Patreon, but sometimes we'll post, like, if it's like a specialty video that I did, it'll be put up sometimes to the public as well. But we do special recipes. Actually, this Saturday, everybody in the Sheep Bee tier and I will be hanging out for a virtual knit night on Zoom. But yeah, so you can cancel at any time. You can also buy a year's worth of subscription and you get, I think, 10% off. So you get a month off and a little extra if you choose to do that. But yeah, it's just like a little extra way to help support us bees, especially if you want to support us but you don't need any more yarn. But yeah, we're going to be adding another tier soon. I'm hoping to get it rolled out in February. Where we will be sending out a surprise yarn to everybody who gets that tier. Each month you'll get like a complete surprise colorway. It'll be a new colorway that's never been done before. And it'll be on a surprise yarn base, because we don't have it's not like a club where we have options of different yarn bases. So you'll just get a surprise skein of yarn every month, which will be a lot of fun, I think. But I still have to put that all together. So more ready to ship stuff. I have, hi Jinx, that's my border collie friend. Go lay down, okay honey? I can't play with you right now. I can't play with you right now. Don't look at me so sad. Go on, go lay down. Go lay down. Good girl. We have 2 mini skein sets coming in the shop. So we have this one, which I have not decided on a name for yet. And so it has these tonally speckly yarns in it. And these are Squishy Sock. So this will only be, I only have 10 of these in squishy sock sets. And each of those minis is 10 grams, so like 44 yards about. And then we have conversation hearts. So these are 20 gram minis. I have them here on Coquette sock, but we will have them in DK, no, not DK, squishy sock as well. So just Coquette sock and squishy sock. And we have all the colors of the conversation hearts. And they're super cute. And they're really good to pair with. For example, ooh, rainbow drops. How cute is that? Or, whew, I have to keep reaching behind me. Like I said, there's a lot of yarn. Or let me call you sweetheart. How sweet is that? Or this guy here, which is Honeydukes. So we do have Peach and Jinx. Stop playing. Don't you get up there. Get up on your chair. Go on. Go on. Get up there. Good girl. And then we got 2 more. Oh no, it's happening again. My brain is leaving me. No. Okay. Like I was saying, we have a Harry Potter update happening this week. Again, these are all going to be ready to ship, limited quantity. Again, for conversation hearts though, I only have 10 of each. So we will have 10 of these Coquette socks in 20 gram size, and that's about 80 yards, and squishy sock in about the same, I think it's like 92 yards for their 20 grams. So there's only 10 each of those. But back to Harry Potter. We have some new colors, some like new never before released. We have some new never before released online. And then we have some haven't been seen in quite some time. Does that make any sense? So, haven't been seen in quite some time. We have Luna Lovegood, who is back by popular demand. Again, she is only ready to ship. This is such a fun color. And then we have Fizzing Whizbees. So I don't know if we've ever had Fizzing Whizbees online, but I know for a fact we've brought it to a few shows. Fizzing Whizbees is just a super fun color. So Fizzing Whizbees and Luna Lovegood and Honeydukes, these were all from our Hogwarts Order of Magical Makers monthly yarn club, which is every single month, and you can sign up on our website. There is a link to the shop below, but yeah, so every month you get a surprise yarn colorway that has never before been released. So these ones are super fun, and we figured they were very Valentine's-y and cute. Then we have a brand new one. This is Talons and Tea Leaves. So this was one of the colors that Queen Bee and SenBee came up with for our 2020 Harry Potter yarn advent. It is so beautiful. It has this tea leaf green speckle, this beautiful mystical purple, like creamy tea, like cream color. It's so soft and lovely. And also like very divination-y. And then we have Bogart. Okay, I never know how to pronounce it. But this is just a wild, crazy speckle. It is so much fun. And of course the like thought behind this is the Bogart's like changing colors and like so chameleon-like. It has so many colors in it. But yeah. So, let me put these guys away. That is it for the shop update. And that will be going live on Friday. Oh no, what day of the week is this? keep having to look at my phone because I don't even know. The 22nd. That's what I thought, but I didn't trust myself. That will be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure that you know that if you're a patron on Patreon, you get to shop at 6. There'll be a special passcode to get into the shop. Otherwise, the shop is locked for everybody else. And yeah, that's it. So I have a bunch of stuff to do because I have 2 new puppies to help take care of. And it has been lovely chatting with you guys and hanging out with you. I feel like this has just been like such a pleasant day. I mean, I feel like a little bit, like I've been a little bit crazy because of the puppies, but that's understandable. I'm like, have this irresistible urge to just squish on fat little Hilda. She is so freaking cute. They're so cute and floppy. Like, Peach is a very sweet, like, dog, but, like, different, when we raised Havanese, different ones were, like, different. Some of them are very stiff, and some of them are very floppy. Sonia, who is Baby Bee's Havanese, she is very floppy. Reuben and Peach are very, very stiff. Sometimes Peach will get floppy. Reuben is never floppy. But, like, for the most part, Peach is very stiff. It is so crazy to have these floppy puppies. Like, literally on the drive home, I had Hilda in the front seat with me. And she's just, like, sprawled across my lap, just, like, her feet are dangling. Like, she's like, I don't care about anything. Can I just get out of this car? I'm so car sick. And she's so sweet and cute and just, like, oh my god, it was so cute. So, I don't regret it. It was crazy, but once they get out of the puppy stage, it will be like perfection, and I'm very happy to have them. And they don't shed, so they don't affect the business at all. The only dog we have that sheds is Jinx, and that's why I said, like, you have to stay back, Jinx, because we're very careful about not getting Jinx hair on any of the yarn. We try to make it as safe for people who are allergic as possible. But yeah, so I have to get back to my puppies. Thanks for hanging out with me, but like, I need to hang out with my puppies now, so bye. Like, seriously, I have to go hang out with my puppies. So you guys have a great week. If you check out the updates, Usbees are eternally grateful for all of your support, and I'll catch you guys around. Oh, wait, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. If you haven't thumbs up the video, please do so. That really, really, really helps me get more views and lets me know also that you guys liked the video. If you could leave a comment. I don't always get a chance to respond to comments, but I always read them all, and it helps me figure out what to talk about next time or what you guys are liking. And also, I just like hearing from you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because same as liking the video, it's very, very good for the channel. So thank you again so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I hope you have an awesome weekend, and take care. Have fun getting caught in the wool. Bye.